Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Champale and thanks for clicking on my video. Today's video will be a couple of after school snacks that I made for my kids when they came home from school. They're not fancy, they're just enough to fill their bellies until it's dinner time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, comment down below and let me know what was your favorite after school snack that I made. And of course, I'm not a baker, I'm not a chef, I'm just a mom trying to feed her kids so they don't be hungry. Even after they've been at school all day and they've ate their lunch, they ate school lunch, whatever they did at school, they're always still hungry when they walk through the door. So that's my mission, to feed my kids. I'm about to make some lemon crumb muffins. I found the recipe on Facebook. I'll link it down below. But my lemons, vanilla, baking powder, baking soda, some grease, sugar, flour, and I have some milk in the refrigerator. So let's get into it. I'm about to make the streusel. I'm looking at the recipe on my phone. Sorry about the glare in the middle of the screen. I'm just now seeing it when I'm editing this video, and most likely it was one of my kids that touched the camera lens, so disregard the blurry screen. I forgot to take the butter out to get it at room temperature, so it's still hard, so I'm gonna just sit it to the side before I try to smash it. I always do half of what the sugar measurement said because I don't want it too sweet for my kids.
Every night I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side, I miss you, take you off, I came here way too strong, cannot keep it low key. Got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof. Auto, your taste. It's really a bad reception out there. Where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you.
Doing it like this so I can catch the seeds. All my cuts are burning.
Telling you that I need you.
I don't have enough baking powder, so I'm gonna try to get all the rest of it.
But you're off my radar now. Found my...
If you are closely watching me make this, I did add in flour. I just added it in off camera because I was having technical difficulties behind me, so those parts couldn't be shown.
Self in between the lines, underneath your bed sheets. It started fun, but now I'm into deep.
I know that silicone liners are supposed to be non-stick, but I still spray them because you just never know, and I didn't want anything to stick, so I just went ahead and sprayed them. I know I'm not talking a lot through this part of the video. It's because this is someone else's recipe, so I don't want to just tell you flat out. Look, I can't multitask. I waste up trying to, yeah, that's not for me. But I don't want to tell you guys too much of these people's recipes. That's why I'm just gonna link it down below.
Into this flow, a zero-sum game that I will lose. There's no...
The recipe didn't say to add cinnamon, but we like cinnamon. This is the streusel that I'm working on. I think that's what it's called. Once the butter finally softened, I was able to mash it together, but it wasn't like crumbly how I know a streusel crumb coat streusel, one of those words. It wasn't crumbly enough, so I added in more flour to give it that crumb like mixture texture. And while I'm doing this voiceover right now, everybody is home, so you're most likely gonna hear my kid, like you hear her. That's my middle screaming. They're watching a TV show right now while I'm editing and doing this voiceover. So my kids live here too.
Every time you walk away from me, I want you. How could I want you more?
I don't have much powdered sugar left over. As you can see, I'm almost out of mostly everything I used to bake with because I like to bake a lot. I like to bake from scratch because that's a hobby for me. But as you can see, I need to go stock up on this stuff. I'm running low.
Oh, when did I lose my perspective? Oh God, have I lost it? But my cravings for you so shameless, can't get enough. I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you, telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. I'm like an outcast from pillar to post.
Once they were done and I took them out the oven and I let them cool, I topped them with this little lemon drizzle that I made. Of course, I ran out of powdered sugar, so it's not as thick as it should have been, but we still ate them. They still taste good. I like to bake muffins at the beginning of the week so they can double as a breakfast, even an afternoon snack. So it's just something to grab and go. And I'm just adding my crab mixture to the cream cheese. Once I start stirring it up, it will incorporate well with it. This is the start of some sushi. I took some softened cream cheese and minced up my crab meat and added sriracha. I added mayo, onion powder, garlic powder, sesame oil. That's spicy sesame oil because we like it spicy. And I used Japanese mayo, not regular mayo. Japanese mayo is where it's at. Some pepper. And I'm going to stir till it's combined. We are not big sushi eaters, but I bought this crab meat with the intent to make crab ragoon, but I never got a chance to go get around and make it. And so I just went ahead and used the crab meat for this. To some rice, I'm going to add a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, a half a teaspoon of sugar, a whole teaspoon, and some salt. The crab meat was bought frozen, but I had forgot and put it in the fridge because I thought I would use it the next day, but I didn't. So I wanted to go ahead and make sushi with it before it went bad. Some roasted seaweed. I don't like seaweed, but my kids do. Y'all want seaweed? Okay, now only my oldest likes seaweed. My middle tried it, but she was not a fan of it, so I don't think I would offer her any. The baby wouldn't even touch it. But
there's no denial, I'm chasing ghosts. I'm like an outcast from pillar to post, hitting you up, but I'm stuck.
I got my seaweed. I got my seaweed, so I'm going to add some rice and smash it down. I got this little I got this little bamboo mat from my local grocery store. I'm sure you don't need it to roll sushi, but I mean, I seen it, so I was like, let me go ahead and buy this. I will also link the video that I got this sushi recipe from. I got some cucumbers that I already chopped up, and I'm gonna place them in the middle. My crab mixture, like I said, I never made this before, so I'm actually kind of scared how it's gonna turn out. I don't think my rolling of the sushi was really good because, like I said, it was my first time, but I think I did an awful job. With the knife to see if it would cut through the seaweed better. My cutting skills weren't too good either because most of the filling was falling out of the seaweed roll, seaweed, whatever it's called. But my oldest enjoyed these, and I enjoyed the ones that didn't have seaweed on them.
You're not there, where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? Yeah, I lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now. I lost you.
I added more sriracha on top. That was the end. It messed up and I couldn't cut it. But I added more sriracha on top. It's not pretty, but it tastes good. The only thing I don't like the seaweed. Seaweed is not for me. But it's done. I'm gonna try again. Practice makes perfect, right? This is my first time, so of course a lot of people don't get stuff on their first time.
By this pan, I'm sure you can tell what I'm making, but I'm just spraying it really well so nothing sticks. And I'm just using the recipe that I make for regular pancakes in the morning. The only thing is I'm using baking powder instead of baking soda. I didn't want to use baking soda. I'm experimenting. So it tasted good without the baking soda.
Yeah, I lost you, telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. I lost you.
I'm doing all the dry ingredients first. One cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder,
I lost you. I keep on looking for you.
Now for the wet ingredients. Stir it up real good. Splash of vanilla. One egg. And let me get the milk. You can see I didn't have enough buttermilk, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest in regular milk. I don't know if it's gonna taste different. I'll let you guys know. But there's that, and I need the butter. The butter is melted, and that was about 2 tablespoons of butter.
Did you see the baby in the last clip, how she was staring when I was pouring the milk? Now that she is weaned off the boobs, milk, every time she sees milk, she thinks she's supposed to have a cup full of milk. But these pancake donuts were really good, and I plan on making them again. So I'm gonna try to tweak my recipe.
And I would pipe it in a Ziploc bag, but I'm out of Ziploc bags, so I'm gonna just use this tablespoon.
If you make pancake donuts, definitely use a piping bag. Don't use a spoon, a measuring spoon, or whatever. Because I was making a mess, and it was getting everywhere, and it was just annoying.
The donuts are done. I'm gonna let them cool off before I put icing on them, but they look really good. I was able to get 2 more donuts out of the batter, so I'm gonna just, these are cool. This one about to break. I pulled it out too hard, but I'm gonna just add it to the icing. Oh, that one about to break. I don't want to do that one.
The icing was just powdered sugar and milk. I just made it liquidy enough just to have it thinned out to fit the whole donut, and it was really good. And I just added food coloring to turn it red. My only critique about these donuts was that they were so soft and like so fluffy that they were breaking apart. But other than that, they were great to my kids. They enjoyed them.
I'm done with them. Of course, I'm not a baker, just a mom. This one broke. You can see it right there. And this one broke too. But my kids still gonna love them, so I'm gonna let the icing dry. They're still not home, but I'm gonna let the icing dry, and hopefully they enjoy it. I'm about to make an afternoon snack for my daughter. She's on her way home from school, so I'm trying to go ahead and get it in the oven. I'm gonna make some cheese pizza rolls. She prefers pepperoni pizza, but I'm out of that. I don't have any, so I'm just gonna make cheese. She doesn't mind. So, starting this. I have some wonton wrappers that I'm just gonna wrap it in. And I have some pizza sauce. That was oregano that I put on the cheese.
I did not get up after picture after I took these out the oven because my daughter was walking through the door and she was happy to see a snack. So she really enjoyed these. Her only critique was they do not look like actual pizza rolls that we are used to. And I did look on base and they didn't have any pizza rolls. So I'm just going to try to get this recipe down so they actually look like pizza rolls. And next time I'm going to add pepperoni. And I just sealed the sides closed with water. Next time I'm gonna do an egg wash so they crisp up after they've been in the oven.
Definitely not a pizza roll shape, but it's just a snack. I don't know if Base actually sells pizza rolls. I'm gonna have to look next time I go to see if I can get some pizza rolls. And I'm gonna make as many as the cheese allow me to make, because I don't want to spoil her dinner. And I'm just gonna bake these, so I don't think they'll last deep fried. So I wish I had a air fryer, but I don't, so I gotta work with what I got. I'm gonna get me an air fryer soon, hopefully.
And these are spring roll wrappers. I think I said they were egg roll wrappers early in the video. They're not, they're spring roll wrappers. And once they defrost, they get really hard to break apart, so you have to be careful so you don't break them. And I didn't use the ones that I broke.
So once I put them in the oven, I'll come back and show you the final result. I'm making some pretzels for my daughter after school snack. So I already let the yeast proof, so I'm gonna add in the flour.
Say something, cause we don't talk about nothing no more. No, nothing. Do you not care about nothing no more? It's like we're fighting. Do you even want it? Do you feel you need this? Do you even feel it? Fighting for the lost cause.
All right, it's been about 15 minutes and it has doubled. And I'm gonna just add a little bit more flour on my surface so I can stretch it out. And I'm gonna roll it into a snake. Trying to make it all even so they'll all be even.
and you will see they were definitely not even. But that's all about baking. Everything doesn't have to be perfect.
I have some hot water boiling on the stove with baking soda to blanch it. This is not gonna be even.
Feels like I've been doing way too much, babe. Feels like I've been working through this stuff, babe.
I guess I'm making pretzels and pretzel bites. I didn't think I could make the pretzel shape, but I did. Let's look at the flavoring. I mean, it don't look like Annie's pretzel, but. And I'm just gonna lightly egg wash them. Hopefully to get a golden brown color. I hope they taste like Auntie Anne's, cause ooh, they be hitting.
I read on Google that if you boil them before you bake them, that they instantly puff. But I forgot to add baking soda to my hot water.
And I'm gonna just brush them with the egg wash. Alright, I may have forgot about them for a little bit, but that's okay. They not crispy burnt. They're just a little dark. It just stick. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to spray something. Dang it. Hopefully they ain't sticking all the way. Yeah, I forgot to spray something. So if you make these, please spray something. And I mixed up some cinnamon sugar, white sugar, and brown sugar. Just mixed it together.
I could not get the cinnamon sugar mixture to stick to it. It was still warm, so I don't know why it wasn't sticking. So I just got tired of it, and I just threw cinnamon sugar on top of them. My kids didn't care.
And they are done. I just added some cinnamon sugar. I just threw it on top of there. And they're done. And I made some cream cheese frosting on the side. And it's really soft. And it's really good. You hear me smacking? My fault. But it's good.
And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.